Hey, Lucky. I had a scone with cheese for lunch. I'm having lobster for dinner tonight with my family. I had a small lunch. I don't want a big lunch because I'm going to have a big dinner. Fuck off, gang. Sheesh. Yeah, there we go. It's too fucking hot. Okay, good to go. All right. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold the lobster like this and go, and then it's just gonna automatically cook. Duh. What type of question is that, woman? Only Lucky. Only Lucky. Lucky ducky. I cook the lobster in the oven. What I do is I boil it first. I take all the lobsters and put them in a pot. I have 3 lobsters because one for me, one for my mom, and one for my sister. But they're all in halves. They're like 6 halves. So I get 2 big pots, fill them up with water, bring them to a rapid boil. Then I put the I boil the lobsters for like maybe 10 minutes till I feel like it's ready. Then I take it out, chop them all up in pieces, put them back in the shell, put them in the oven for like 20 minutes. It's like half an hour prep time, half an hour in the oven. Well, 10 minutes to boil, 20 minutes to in the oven. Then I top it off with garlic butter and some, salt and pepper, cheese. And then when you put your fork in the shell to get the meat, it's all in pieces, so you don't have to fight it. Because if you leave it whole, it's going to be worse. So yeah, it's perfect. That's fine. I'm glad you're working. That's what you wanted so bad. So now you got it. So now work and do your thing. That's what you gotta do. Oh, they say the same thing here. I don't care. It's $60 a lobster here. So I spent $180 on 3 lobsters, but I don't care. It's the first ones of the year. I haven't eaten any since April. So it's been months since I've eaten a lobster. And I don't care what people say if I'm rich or not. It don't make no difference to me. I work hard for my money, so ain't nobody giving me no money to pay for shit. And I work every day, so fuck them. Every day I make money online. And when I don't make money online, I make money on my business. And I could care less what anybody says if I'm rich or I eat certain things or whatever. There's rich ass people who don't even like lobster. But because it's expensive taste and expensive food. But people got to realize that a lobster, you have to have a in order to get a lobster, right, in a pot, you have to pay for the pots. You have to make the pots. You have to drop the pots off. You have to go get the pot in your boat. So the amount of money you waste just to get those lobsters in that pot, and you got to make sure you get at least 20, 30 lobsters in each pot to cover the cost of going out there and getting them. You know, so people got to understand the price of lobster is a lot because it takes a lot to catch them. That's what a lot of people don't realize and don't care. They're like, everybody wants a deal on everything, but they don't understand the amount of trouble you have to catch those things. That's why there's a lot of ignorant, stupid people. Or because something costs a lot of money doesn't mean you're rich. The majority of the people that have a big ass house and a fancy car, the bank's paying. You're paying the bank for it because you can't outright afford it. That's why I tell people a lot of people act like they're rich or they think they're rich because they have some, but they're not. You know, I could care less what people say, but I know what you mean though. Especially in the Philippines, I'm sure they're like, "Oh shit, this guy's got a lobster. He must be rich," because Filipinos are all poor fucking idiots. Blah blah blah. But I don't look at it like that because people that stereotype Filipino people like that in the Philippines are dumb because there's rich Filipinos, there's poor Filipinos, and just like in Bermuda, there's rich Bermudians, poor Bermudians, regular Bermudians, whatever. And then you have rich people that can't even eat lobster because they're allergic to it or they don't like it. A rich person shouldn't be eating the cockroach of the sea because that's what they call it. Ew, lobsters are the cockroach of the sea. Don't you know that every single animal that's in the ocean eats each other? Dumbass. Oh, hey, Anne-Marie. How you doing, sweetheart? You good? Boston Bruins, baby. One more month. One more month and hockey comes back. Hockey, basketball. I'm going to be a happy person. I'm getting prepared. How you doing, sweetheart? Long time no see. I'm over here washing dishes and talking about lobster. I'm glad I can make you laugh. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just here washing dishes, talking shit about lobsters and how people we are lucky with saying how people say like people are rich. If you eat lobster, you're rich. I'm like, yeah, well, my mom ain't rich and she's about to eat the lobster that I bought her. I bought my mom some fish and I bought her a lobster for today. And my dad ate the fish as well, but my mom and dad's coming up here today. We're having like a little get together because my nephew is going to college. Sue's birthday is tomorrow on the 8th. Yeah. I think I have like a paper here that says everything on here. I need to find that too. Because I wrote everything down so I don't forget. Let me actually look at that. I'm glad you reminded me about that. Because I wrote down all the information about her. I think her birthday is on the 8th, I believe. I'm not positively sure. Because it's been like 3 years since she passed away. But this is the month where a lot of people I know's birthdays. I know I have the paper in here somewhere. Anyway, I don't know where it is right now, but I think our birthday is on the 8th, I believe. I know I have the damn paper around here somewhere, but I'll find it eventually. Anyway, I think I put it somewhere else. I think it's in my other files or something. But yeah, I believe her birthday is tomorrow, if I'm correct. And last month made 3 years she's passed away. So yeah, and this month is like everybody I know his birthday is this month. A lot of Virgos around here. Yeah, that'll be nice. I'm gonna light a candle for her too, and I'll probably wear pink tomorrow in her memory. Cause she always used to want me to wear pink. And I was like, look, woman, I ain't wearing no damn pink shit. And she'd be like, come on, Marky, please. You'll look nice in pink. All girls will love you. I'm like, no, no, you will love me if I wear pink. I'll be looking like some fairy. No, no. And she'd be like, come on, Marky, please. And she bought me a pink hat. And I was like, this damn woman got me wearing this shit. So I don't wear feminine ass shit. But she was laughing. I did it for her though. Honestly, I know she passed away in August, but I don't want to remember that, you know? I don't want to remember the day that she died, even though it's gone already. I want to remember the day she was born, which is her birthday, which is, I believe, is tomorrow. I could be wrong, but I think it is. So I have it written down. I have everything about her written down on a paper. I thought I had it there, but I think I put it on my desk because it was coming up. Because somebody asked me about it, and I went to go look for it. And I think I put the paper over the other side. So yeah, I know that it's been 3 years last month that she passed away. So I knew it was in August because her sister called me to tell me about her death. And actually, you know what? It's on my Instagram. That's where it is. I just realized that, you dumbass. I'm saying to myself, how the fuck can I know? Yeah, on my Instagram, right? On my Marky Mark's Tarot Instagram, there's a picture of her. And every birthday, I post her up. So I guess look at that. If you can look at that real quick for me and tell me, that'll be nice. Because I can't check it on here because I'm live. But you'll see a picture of her. And I think it's September 8th or September 9th. But I'm sure it's tomorrow. It should be on my page. I put it up like for the last 2 years. So it should be, it's definitely there on my page. I have a bad memory. I got too much to remember. I got too much to remember and not enough to forget. Okay, cool. Thanks. I gotta shave today too. I look terrible. Better shave. If I don't shave, my mom's gonna be like, what the hell you have on your face? You need to shave. This looks bad. You look bad. Shave this face, please, Mark. I can hear her now. My mom would be pissed. I have to go shave later. I usually shave on Saturday or Sunday, but I let it bust out too much this month. I mean this week. If not, she's gonna have a fit. You've been home all day, you don't shave? My nephews laugh so much when I talk about that because it happened one day. My mom mom thought I didn't shave, but I did. But she like, her vision's like all messed up, right? So she says, I always tell her she sees what she wants. She goes, you always say that to me. She gets so dramatic Capricorn. Dramatic ass Capricorn. Good thing is she's alright. She's doing good. But if somebody asked if she was good, she'd be like, I am fed up. My life is this and that. I'm like, woman, your life is fine. Shut your mouth. She had back pain a lot this past few months. She says her back's hurt. I say, you know why your back hurts? Because you're going outside doing things you're not supposed to do. Your back's almost 80 years old. I'm not 80 yet. I say, yeah, you're almost there. I told you already, I'm not 80, I'm 79. I said, Mom, cut it out. You're going 80 in a couple months. When you go 80, I'm going to tell you you're 80. Don't worry, you're going to get there. I said, I hope so. Hope I reach 80. That'll be nice. Not too many people reach my age. People are dying every day. Cool. Oh, nice, Tanya. Good morning. How you doing? Good. I'm glad you're not doing nothing and chilling out and taking care of yourself. Self-love today. It's Sunday, you know. Yeah, usually on a Sunday at 12 o'clock, I'm at my mom and dad's house eating lunch. But they're coming here for dinner. It is the 8th. Okay, cool. Thanks, Anne-Marie. Yeah, I thought so. Because that's something that I don't forget. But see, her birthday is tomorrow. Somebody else I know is the next day, and the 10th, and the 11th, and the 12th. So I always get like mixed up on whose birthday is when. I have too many Virgo friends. Last week was one of my good friends. Now, then yesterday was Shakima. You remember Shakima, right? She was in here yesterday for her birthday. I did some cards for her and a reading and stuff. Yeah, her birthday was yesterday, Shakima. And then today I think it's somebody. Somebody will come in here. Mark, it's my birthday, you remember? Yes, I remember, yeah. Now that you're here. You too, Anne-Marie. Nice seeing you, sweetheart. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Enjoy your Sunday. I'll take a picture of my lobsters and everything later. I'm actually going to deal with them while I'm online. So everybody can see me deal with the lobsters. The lobster. You know lobster? Hey, man. You gonna eat that lobster? Or those Bostonians. Bostonians say lobster. Hey, man, you gonna get some lobster? I said, yeah, bro, you get some lobster. They said, what you say? I said, lobster. He goes, no, it's lobster. I'm like, no, you damn people just say stupid ass shit. You people talk crazy. Yeah, I have all the lobsters right here. I have 3 lobsters. One for me, one for my mom, one for my sister. They're all over there in the package defrost, and I took them out this morning when I woke up. They're on defrost mode. So, and then by the time I get to them, they'll be ready to prepare and get ready to get boiled later. What I do is I boil them first for a couple minutes. And then I take them out, chop them up, chop up the meat, and put them in the oven for like 20 minutes. And then top it off with some garlic and some garlic, butter, and cheese. Throw the stuffing in there. And that's a wrap. Perfect meal. All right, what I need to do is move this shit out of the way. Put my coffee right here. I need to see that, look. That's how they come, like this. See, they come in a package and they're chopped up, gutted. I just have to clean them up a bit, take all the legs off and all that bullshit, and prepare them to get boiled. So when I put them in the pot, you know, it's nice and neat, and put it in there properly. Yeah, that's the 3 there. And these are like 60 bucks each. But the reason why you pay 60 bucks for these is because, see how they come? They come packaged, right? Like this. The guy that I got them from, he cuts them in half. He takes all the guts out. And then all you have to really do is just clean it up a bit. Boil it. You take the meat right out. You chop it all up in pieces. Put the meat right back in there. Put some garlic butter and some seasonings on it, whatever you prefer. Old Bay, whatever. And bang, see all these legs and all this shit, I cut that shit all off. And I put them in a pot. So that way it boils them first. So you're paying $60 for a lobster that's pretty much, you don't have to cut it. You don't have to get your hands all fucked up from the prickly shit. So, but if you buy a lobster without this, you're going to pay 50 bucks. So you're paying an extra 10 bucks. And I'd rather pay the extra 10 to have them like this, because if I get the lobster, right, I have to cut it, and I have to, there's guts and shit. You can't put it down your sink, because if you put it down your sink's gonna stink for like 3 days straight, because lobster guts and shit is the most nastiest, stinkiest shit ever, right? I mean, I don't know anybody's guts and shit that smells good anyway, but lobster shit, you do not put that shit down your sink. So what it is, these guys do it in the ocean, right? So when they're out on the boat, they cut them all up and they clean them in a bucket, saltwater bucket. So it's getting clean in the salt water that they came from, and then they package it, put it in the cooler, and sell it. So I'd rather pay the extra 10 bucks and save all that time, right, and effort, and do it that way. So I'm basically paying them to like fix it up for me. And you know what? A lot of people don't buy it like that, you know, because they don't want to spend the extra 10 bucks. But to me, getting it like this, it's way better, because they take out the poison vein, they clean it all up. You know, it's all ready. All I got to do is just chop up a little bit of things. I ain't got to worry about the guts all over the place, stinking up my shit everywhere. And bang. But see, people are like, and it's not like I eat lobster every damn week. That'll be like too much money. Fuck that. You know, but I'm only doing this because it's a special occasion. My nephew goes away next Saturday. He goes away to college for a couple months till Christmas. So we're all celebrating, you know, before he goes. And my mom and my sister and me are the only ones who eat lobster in my family. Well, that's coming up here. My other sister and my brother, they eat lobster, but they won't be eating it from me. I ain't paying for their shit. Hell no. But we're just having a gathering with my parents and us, so I don't mind paying for a lobster for me and my sister and my mom. Everybody else can fuck off. They can get their own shit. But yeah. So it's expensive, but it's not every day. It's not every week. You know, once in a while we'll get it. Sometimes I'll just buy one just for myself. Like if I know everybody's going somewhere and I'm gonna eat by myself, I'm gonna be like, yeah, good. Get me a lobster for me. Sometimes I'll call my cousin, because he does a lot for me as well. Like he does a lot of work around the house, and he helps me paint stuff. We guys work together and all that stuff. So sometimes I'll call my cousin and I'll be like, yo, I bought a lobster for us, man. Come up here. And he'll do all the work. Like he'll cook it all. He taught me how to cook it properly. He's like, Mark, you got to eat it my way. I said, all right, bro, good. I'll learn. So come to find out, his way is better than mine. The preparation of it and cooking it. Mine tastes good, and so does his, but his way and my way tastes good. But it's just that, you know, certain people like certain seasonings. He likes his all spicy and shit. I don't like that. I can't handle too much spicy food. That shit will be too much. So anyway, I'm probably gonna shout out to him. Probably in 2 weeks' time, I'll probably get him come up here and we guys will have a lobster together. I always offer him a lobster for all the things that he does and shit. He's one of my best friends and my cousin. So what I do is I like to buy the lobster for once and then have him cook it all. He could do it. He's like, yeah, you buy the lobster, I'll cook it all up and bring some. Last time he brought some squash. What else did he bring? Oh, mashed potatoes and squash or something like that he brought. Fuck, it was good. He made it himself from scratch. So I told him, I'll buy the lobster and you buy everything else. He's like, yeah, sure. On my way. So he brings like this big industrial pot. Stick the lobsters in there. Boils them up nice. And then we have a great old time talking shit, having fun, you know, regular me. Diamond's behind me, being a nuisance. Something just popped up on my phone. I didn't even see it. Shit. I don't know what it is. I hope it's not important. If it was important, they'll call. Probably was a notification or some bullshit. All right. Last pot. I'll show this pot is from yesterday. I made some. Friday I made fish. Saturday I made fish. I had a fish fest. I haven't eaten fresh fish in like 3 weeks. Because the guy that I get fish from, he was away for 3 weeks. So now that he's back, I say, you know what, I'll take a break from fish too. So, all right, lobster time. Let's see what we got going on here. Chef Marky in place. See what we got going on. Get all this soap shit out of here. I don't want soap on my lobster. So nice having a big ass sink. When I renovated this kitchen a couple years ago, I made sure I got a nice big ass sink. It's perfect. I'd rather have a big ass sink and less room on my counter. Nothing like a nice sink. All right, lobster time. It's the first victim. see. Let's take all this shit off of here. Gotta take my trash out after this too. It's still kinda, it's not frozen, but it's still, yes, Diamond, I know. You probably smell the lobster saying, oh, I haven't smelled that in a while. See, another thing that's very important when you get lobsters is to get male lobsters, because the women lobsters, their meat is different. And also, well, you know, like really human beings, you know, we have two different types of meats, right? You got a coochie, I got a D. But with a lobster, the meat is a little different, right? The meat's the female meat is a lot tougher. Not a lot tougher, but tougher than a male's meat, right? Yeah, I guess in real life that's true too, you know. But anyway, let me get to the program. So you see these little fins right here, right? These are the male fins, right? This is a male because they have these single fins, right? Now the female's fins are swollen with like where the babies are and all that. It's like they have like this ink and this claw, right? So the female, I might have a female in here somewhere. I try not to buy them, but I sometimes it's hidden where I can't see. I think I have a female over here. Anyway, this one is actually no, this is a female right here. My bad, but they cut all the things off. Now see, these are different, right? See how this is a female right here. See, their fins are a lot larger, and they have this little claw thing here that they chopped off. It's like a little claw, see? Right here? It's a little claw thing so they can grab their babies and push them in like that. And sometimes these are full of like ink or babies and shit. But see, this fucker, when he sells these things, he puts a female in one and a male in the other. So that way you're getting like both, because a lot of people will choose whether or not they want a female or a male. So that way, the people that really know, like me, they know that the female's meat is a lot different. But if you cook them right, you don't really tell the difference. So not because I know that's a female, right? Then what I'll do is I'll make sure I cut it up even extra. So that way the meat won't taste any, it doesn't taste, it tastes a little bit different, but not a lot. And you can tell by this, look, I'll show you. This is the female, and if you look very carefully, the meat is a little pinkish, whereas this one's way whiter. This is the male. See the difference? So you could tell the difference with the male and the female. You can definitely tell. See, and there's like, see, they clean these things up, but they don't clean them up thoroughly enough. So I have to like clean them up a bit. Sometimes there's like some spare shit in here, you know, like guts or whatever. So like this one's pretty much ready to go. I just have to cut like all the guts off, I mean legs and shit off of it. But like what I do is before I boil them, what I do is I take my hands in between like the shell like this, right? And I pull the meat like that, see? You gotta take it very gently so you get all of the meat here, right? So you just take it like that, you separate it like this. But you don't wanna put it right out because you're gonna boil it. So what you do is you leave it like this, and then you put it back like that, and you just leave it there, right? So when you boil it, right, and it comes and it's still stuck right here in the stomach, so you have to physically like pull it out, right? So when this boils, you want to put it in the pot like this, so that way it's boiling and shit, and it's at the bottom of the pot. You don't want to chuck it in like that, then the meat's gonna be flapping all over the damn place. Some people do it like that. I do it like this because it's better. Another thing the female has is this little claw thing, right? So that way she can deal with her babies and stuff. So that's your lesson on what's female and male, right? And then after you boil it for like 10 minutes, you take it out and you take this whole piece of meat out, you rip it out, you cut it all up with scissors in pieces, and then you stuff it all back in. Then you put some butter and seasoning, whatever you want on it. I top it off with cheese, and in this gap right here, I put a blob of stuffing here. Like stovetop stuffing, homemade stuffing, whatever you want to do. I've done both. I've done both before. I've done stovetop stuffing and regular stuff. I'll show you the claws, the things in a minute. See, you have to cut these off because you don't want them in there. See, these are the female claws and the fins. See, so the male don't have the claws. Like I said, people are like, "You already said that, Mark." Duh. So yeah. So I cut all the fins off because I don't want that shit all over the place. So see, the male fins are pretty much the same, but there's no claw. What I'll do is I'll leave these like this, and then once I get more room, I can actually cut off all the legs and shit on my board. But anyway, I'll get to the next one. So they come like that in a package. There's different types of lobsters too. So there's Maine lobsters that you get in Boston in America with the big ass claws. Looks like a giant crab. Oh, okay. This is a female and a male too. So he's got another female male. See, these fins are huge. This is a bigger female. This one's pretty big. Wow. But this is still frozen. It's like still frozen. But if you could see how big those fins are? See, her fins are even bigger. She's got big ass fins. Besides of those fuckers. And you see it's got like the claw things here. See? But this one's kind of frozen still. This is the male. This is a smaller male. He's got like a smaller tail, and he's got like a reddish. He's got like a reddish type of color to him. He's probably young. Poor fucker. But the good thing is in Bermuda, you can't get lobsters all year round. They have a season. It's from September 1st to March 31st. So as of April 1st, you can't eat lobsters no more for a whole 6 months. And the reason they do that, so the population of the lobsters don't get, extinct. Which will never happen anyway. Because they've been talking about that shit for years, and it don't happen. Every year there's plenty of lobsters. And the reason there's plenty of lobsters in Bermuda is because we're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. It's never going to be like a time where that shit's going extinct. I've ate lobsters my whole damn life. And I've even caught lobsters on a hand line one time. And people exaggerate in Bermuda and act like, oh my God, you're catching so much fish. You're catching too much. You're going to go extinct. The fuck you think this is, a dinosaur? This ain't no damn dinosaur, woman. And it's always some dramatic Karen out there. Oh my God, leave the lobsters alone. Ma'am, do you understand that if we do not catch these lobsters, a shark or another animal is going to eat these lobsters? Don't you know that? Dumb. The ocean gets eaten by the ocean. Things in the ocean eat other things in the ocean. So if we don't get it, the fish will. Duh. So, and in Bermuda, every year, On YouTube, there's got so many fishing channels on Bermuda fishing. These guys I know, they catch pure wahoo and tunas every single year. They catch them, and there's plenty. There's enough to go around a million times. So I just don't like when people here say that it's gonna go extinct and it's too much. You're overfishing. That's all bullshit. I don't believe in that because Bermuda is like this little rock in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Go Google it if you don't believe me. And how the hell is things gonna go extinct or be lack of if we're in the middle of a big ass ocean and there's nobody else around us? Sometimes I get so mad and I'm like, people don't, when they were in high school, they must have not did geography. They did dumbography. People are so dumb. Like, you have to realize that the things in the ocean aren't gonna go extinct like that. And if it does, it's because other animals are eating them, or they are getting overfished in certain areas, right? But the thing is the ocean is bigger than land. So the things in the ocean are never gonna really go away. They're just in other places so they don't get caught or harmed. That's what I believe. Because I don't understand how people actually think that things in the ocean are not there. You can't cover the ocean like you cover land. The ocean is huge. Like, how do you not understand that? All right, so this package that I got just now had 2 males in it. So the 2 males, right? So it was 4 males and 2 females in these packages. Which, like I said, I don't mind the female lobsters because they still taste good. It's just that sometimes the meat can be a lot tougher. But if you cook it like I do, then you shouldn't have a problem. Because I don't really notice. Sometimes I forget which is which because it tastes so good that it don't even make a difference. But if you've been eating lobster as long as I have, you'll know you can tell the difference. You can definitely by far tell the difference. All right, this thing's got like this little bone here. Try to clean it up as much as I can. Okay, I got 2 more fins here. I just have a nice pair of scissors here that I cut it with. And you want to put all this stuff in the trash. You never want to put this shit down your sink. Do not do that. Because a lot of new women that don't know about plumbing, okay, and I'm not talking bad about women, because some women are smart and some men are dumb too. So let's just say, do not throw this down your sink, because it will stink, and it's also going to clog your sink, because this stuff is like really slimy and nasty. So you got to make sure you don't allow that to happen. All right, so now I got all my lobsters here with all the fins cut. A lot of them are clean here. I probably got to do a little bit more to them. And here, this one here has got some stuff in here. I got to take out some guts and shit. Oh yeah, this is the female, no wonder. Yeah. See, like it's got like these little gut things in here. It's just like where the it's like where the stomach is. It's got like some like intestines and guts and shit. Some people won't eat this because of that, But they fail to realize a chicken, steak, it's all the same. You have to gut everything. Some people don't like to look at it because they won't eat it again. It's a part of life, people. You have to eat these things in order to survive. No, you don't, Mark. I'm a vegan. I don't give a fuck if you're a vegan. I am too. I eat vegetables too. Give a shit if you're a vegan. I'm glad there's more vegans in the world because you allow me to eat more meat. The less you eat, the more is for me. That's why there's no shortage. Thanks, vegans. Appreciate you. I ain't got nothing against you, vegans. I love you. I love you. You know why? Because you need more meat from me. So it's okay, vegans. You keep doing your thing. I praise you. Just leave my meat alone. Pause. All right, let me clean this. This one here has got some stuff in here. Diamond's over here watching me saying, I wonder if he's gonna give me some of that. All right, so looks like I got them all clean. Yep. Yeah, they're all clean. Looking good. I think that's a wrap. Oh, good Lord. Kind of sweating a bit. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one here is pretty big. The females, the two females are the biggest ones. All right, so this is my big ass pan. Okay. Alrighty, Marky. Actually, let me put this pan over here. So I need to chop up the legs and put them in here. Duh. All right. Finish my coffee before it goes too cold. It's drinkable. Okay. Now, next step. The next step is to take off all this little excess. Actually, let me move the camera over a little bit. Fine. Yeah, that's better. So I don't have to drag this over. Where's my knife? You need like a nice knife like this with like the jagged little things on here. That's the best for lobster. So that way you can cut it like easier. See that? Bang. And you always want to put this in the trash, not in the damn sink. Okay. Looks like it's gonna rain here again. Fucking rain's annoying. There you go. Bang. All right, so what you want to do is like flip it over, and you want to put like the legs on this side so you can cut them. Some people eat the meat in the legs. I don't do that. If the legs are big, sometimes we boil them. We take the meat out with a nutcracker. It's a lot of work though. See, these legs are too small, so you're gonna get like a little piece of meat that's not really worth anything. But if the legs are big, we put them all inside a pot and we boil them. And you can make like lobster soup and all that, like chowder or whatever. It's lobster bisque. That's what it's called. That's how people do it. They take out the they do it through the legs. There's usually like a poisonous vein that's in the back here. Just make sure it's gone and make sure it's not dangling anywhere. When you actually pull out this meat like this, you always want to check. See, the vein's gone. They took it out. See, like see this little piece here. Sometimes what I do is because the vein was around there, I cut it off. Even though the vein's not there, but see, it's like this reddish shit ink that's around there. But you don't want to pull it off too much. Pause. But yeah. That one's ready to go. See how it looks? It's nice and neat, right? You just dump it right in, you put it right inside the pot while it's boiling. You put it like this in the pot, so it sits in the pot like this. Once it finishes boiling, you take it out. You take all the meat out, you just chop it all up and put it right back in there and top it off with everything. And mwah. So like boil it for 10 minutes. Boil it for 10 minutes and then put it in the oven for like 20 minutes. But you don't want to put it in there too long, because the longer it stays in there, the drier it gets, right? Because you don't want it to be too dry. Like see, when they cut this one, like it went, oh, sometimes when you cut the shell too fast, the shell gets all fucked up, like, and then like you gotta watch out when you eat it, because then that shit, when you can eat the damn, you can get like even. See, these legs are kind of like a little bit bigger, but I'm still not gonna eat them. These legs, these are the female legs. It's a lot tougher. All right, this one's done. Now what I do is I just take it out of the tail. Cut the excess off. Make sure nobody gets sick, because you can get sick if you eat that poisonous vein. You can die. So you don't want to do that, but it's gone anyway. There's guys clean it all up, because if they leave it here, some dumbass will probably just cook it just like that. That don't know. All right, that's 2 down, 4 to go. Do a little wash up here. I want my area to be nice and clean. There we go. Nice clean board. All right. All right, let me see. Nope. This is the male. There we go. This one here is kind of, there we go. It's kind of stuck. It's crazy because sometimes these legs are like really, really tough to cut. There we go. I'll get you. I'll fix you. I remember one time, I would say when I first came live, I used to do a lot more videos like this, but I would post it, right? I would post the videos and it'll be there forever. I actually had to take down one of my lobster videos because people complained that one day I got a lobster off the side of the road and it was still moving, it was still alive. And that's the best time to get them, is when they're alive. Because they're super fresh, right? So I took it home, came live. right? And then the lobster was still moving. And I took the knife, went right through his skull, and somebody watched it. Somebody that was watching it live was like, "Oh my God!" It's some girl, right? It's always some woman, some Karen, right? That's why you guys get cold Karens. So some woman was talking shit. She was like, "Oh my God, that's animal cruelty." And I'm like, "This isn't an animal. This is like a lobster. It's a sea creature. You know, it's like a, you know, it's a crustacean. You dumbass. It's not an animal." Right? So she got so pissed when she saw me do it. She got so mad, right? That YouTube told me that I shouldn't have it up there, but I can still keep it up if I want to. But that it got reported. I laughed so much, I said, "You gotta be fucking joking." Like, why don't you go watch all the other channels that have the same thing that I did before I even did it? So, you gotta watch out for these currents on here. Always like, "Oh my God." So I never ever wanted to do a video on here, like killing a lobster live, like most people do. She was all upset, complaining to YouTube that, I killed a lobster live and blah, blah, blah. She was all pissed. So I was like, wow, I can't even have fun on my own channel and kill a lobster and show people how to do it from when they're alive. And how to kill them while they're alive so you can, work on them and prepare them for your dinner. So I just cracked up. I said to myself, I can't do anything on the internet without somebody complaining. And you're worried about me. I'm only getting like a couple views. It's not like I'm doing it to a worldwide audience, that's going to see the video and be like, "Oh my God, it's animal cruelty." Like, woman, people do this shit every day. You don't like it? Don't look at it. As human beings, we eat food. And sometimes, an animal has to get killed in order to be sacrificed for us to eat. It's a part of life, Karen. And I'm saying to myself, this woman is complaining about the dumbest shit in the world, but yet you're gonna go to a restaurant tonight and eat a fucking lobster or eat a chicken or eat a piece of steak. Or if you're a vegan, you killed an apple, you killed a fucking cabbage because you took it from the farm and you ate it. That's not the same. Yes, it is. You could have left that cabbage there to rot, or you could have gave it to some birds and shit to eat. Because if you don't eat it, a bird's gonna eat it, or some insects and shit. Dodo. Okay, this is looking good. 2 more left. 2 more left, Marky. Hook up these legs. These are a little bit bigger legs, but still not enough. They gotta be a lot bigger than that. Heard that? I cut all 5 at the same time. I'm him. Okay. Cool. All right. Watch your fingers, Mark. Shit. That was close. Okay. That looks nice and clean. Make sure the vein's not here. Nope. This one I already opened up. All right, cool. All right. There you go. One more. Actually, let me do a clean here. Alrighty. This is the big female lobster. Say the biggest one. Well, this one over here is pretty big too. Alright, make sure none of this goes down the drain because it stinks. Alright, I'm gonna cut these one by one because they're big. There you go. Okay. Let's take this little bone out. Let's take this little thing out here. There you go. Like I said, the females are a lot more dirtier. You know. I don't know if they have lobster hooves. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so you want to put that back in there. There's no vein here. Bang. Alright. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Alright, beautiful. I'm all ready. The lobsters are ready for dinner. All done, all cleaned. All I gotta do is boil them. All I have to do is boil them and get them ready. And put seasonings on them, that's it. Cool. Yay. My back's fucking hurting. I'm leaning over here. I'll clean this shit up real quick. We did it, Marky. All this work I gotta do to feed people. My mom goes, I like when you cook for me because I don't have to. She's gonna make some sides and shit probably. Anyway, cheers. I actually might leave this video up. I might get in trouble because, you know, I was already working on killed lobsters. Oh my God. Okay, so this is the outcome. I leave them inside here and I cook them. See, sometimes there's all this juice in here. You want to get rid of it. Oh shit. Alright, that's a nice piece. That's a nice lobster right there. A lot of meat. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm gonna put these in my fridge. And yeah, pretty much good to go. I'll probably take a picture of them when I have them all prepared. Like ready to eat. And whatever size I'm gonna have. Yeah. I guess nobody wanted to see the video of me doing this. A lot of people were like, ew, This is gross. Oh my God. There we go. That fits perfect in my fridge. All right, Marky, you're good to go. All right, that was washing dishes with Marky. And look at my hands, they're all like prunish from all the water that I've been washing my dishes in with the lobster. Dang. All right, I might leave this video up, to be honest, just because like I did all of that work and no one really was talking to me and bothering me while I was doing it. So I'll leave this video up for people who want to know how to deal with lobsters. And yeah, love you guys and have a good weekend. I'll be back in a little while, probably.